In an age where 9 out of 10 smartphones in America are either an iPhone or an Android, Apple and Google are now in a unique position, developing a new way to help track the health crisis called contact tracing. The two tech titans are reworking their operating systems, turning Bluetooth into a tool for measuring proximity, so you may know if you've been exposed to the virus.
Apple and Google are really the only two companies in the world that can make this kind of Bluetooth tracking possible.
How does it work? Two people come into close contact, 6 feet or less, for a sustained and unspecified period. Their phones send out keys or beacons that help identify the users anonymously. When they go their separate ways, and later one person tests positive for COVID-19, that patient uploads his or her confirmation, and all of the keys connected with that phone are alerted.
May have differences.
Kevin Esveld has been working on privacy-first contact tracing at MIT. His app, SafePaths, will work with the new system.
What are the most important things that need to be in place if it's going to be privacy-centric?
To me, the single most important aspect is that it has to be distributed. It has to be decentralized. There needs to be no single location that has the information on who came in contact with whom, because that can be too easily abused by a government in particular.
Apple and Google line out their privacy protections clearly. Explicit user consent is required. They don't collect personally identifiable information or user location data, and the list of people you've come into contact with never leaves your phone. But privacy concerns still remain a pivot point.
A lot of people don't like it from the standpoint of constitutional rights.
The San Francisco-based Electronic Frontier Foundation examines the intersection between technology and privacy.
The biggest thing I'm worried about is that whatever we put into place right now would stick around after the crisis has ended.
Countries like China, South Korea, and Israel have also used contact tracing effectively, though experts say without the same attention to personal privacy, placing even more scrutiny on the novel efforts here.
If built correctly, this could be a very powerful defense against all pandemics, because this is not just about COVID-19. COVID-19 is terrible. It's a tragedy. Historical pandemics have been worse.
Fascinating, Sam. Two questions, though. When will this contact tracing program be available, and what's the end game?
Yeah, Craig, so the first rollout is going to be about a month from now, mid-May. You will have to update your operating system to do that. As far as the end game is concerned, both Apple and Google say this is not a silver bullet, but should be used in conjunction with testing and preventive measures, all the things we're talking about right now collectively, because we don't know much about the virus in terms of its transmission. There's still details that need to be learned, but they're hoping that this will help. So for me and my wife, Gabby, let me send it back to you guys.
Hey, Sam.
Where's your wife?
Bring your wife back. We want to say thanks to her, too. Where's Debbie?
She needs to come back, Gabby.
Yes.
She's a meteorologist, by the way, I should add. If Alan or Dylan ever need any help, here's your lady right there.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi. The weather looks good in Miami. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.